It's time for the Battle at the Boat Show, brought to you by Kilpatrick Life.
The Shreveport.
Here at the Boat Show tonight for the Battle of the Boat Show. A full card on tap. Wrestling begins at 6 o'clock, really, and here in a few minutes. Goes until 7:30 live until 7 o'clock on KPXJ, right 21 right here.
And when he talks about a full card, we're talking full card. 6 matches are scheduled. They're going to be wrestling up until 7:30 tonight. And we've got some of the top wrestlers in the country, including local favorite Steve Williams, none other known best as Dr. Death.
And with us here to help with the broadcast is veteran commentator Tommy Nero. Tommy, you've seen the card. You know these guys. What do you expect from tonight?
Oh, it's great to be here. It's going to be an awesome match. You not only do you have Dr. Death, Steve Williams, you have Tracy Smothers, you have Alex the Pug Porteau, you have local international favorite Jeremy the Fire Young. So a tremendous card tonight for the fans here in Shreveport. Tremendous crowd. And there you see Dr. Death getting everyone going, Cliff.
All right, well, it's time for the wrestling to begin. We are going to throw it to the ring now for a message from Dr. Death.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Steve, Dr. Death Williams!
Wow, we got some great wrestling tonight. Matter of fact, the boat show's going to be good, too. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to thank you. 4th year in a row. I'm glad you all came out. We're going to have one great wrestling show. Let's get ready and hook 'em up.
All right, our first match of the night features a couple of local guys. The Brawler, Scott Murdoch, is one of those. We featured him a couple of years ago during our School of Hard Knocks segment. You can see how he progresses tonight.
Of course, his real name is Scott Hardy. He's a familiar face. He's actually from Bossier City, went to Bossier High School, played football for Bossier, and also carried on a wrestling school for a couple of years.
Yeah, Scott Murdoch has traveled throughout the country. He's wrestled a few times in APW in Georgia and wrestles in Texas. Tremendous young man with a lot of upside there, Cliff.
Yeah, and you know he said a couple of years ago.
Introducing first, Scott Murdoch!
He's got that attitude, Cliff.
He said a couple of years ago he wanted to make a go of this, and he was dedicated, and it looks like he's worked on his body a little bit. It looks like he's worked on his image a little bit in the last couple of years. Be interesting to see what he does in the ring.
Well, Ricky's going to have his hand full tonight. He's facing a big man, huge giant. Look at him there. Look at him, Cliff. Big man.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Now, he's all muscled up.
Yeah, this is going to be one of the few times when Scott will not be the bigger man in the ring.
He looks like he's a fan favorite. Looks like the ladies may take to him a little bit.
Ricky's at least 6'6", close to 260 pounds.
Wow. Looks like he'd make quite a defensive end in the NFL, or at least Division I college football.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Big man. He's wrestled throughout Georgia.
And his opponent, the Brawler!
Okay, these are two local guys going at it here. Tommy, what do you expect from this match?
Well, clearly, you know, Murdoch might be small, but he's definitely got some strength in those thighs. I mean, I know he's working out hard here in Shreveport, but Blake's the veteran. It's going to be a toss-up. What do you think there, Rick?
You know what? It's interesting to me that in wrestling, it's not always power that dominates. Somebody that can move, that's got athleticism, can sometimes out-technique the other guy. And in this case, obviously, who's at the Brawler is obviously looks like the better athlete.
Yeah. Nice lockup there. Test of strength, Cliff. Inside
And
headlock.
so far, Scott's got that test of strength. He's controlling things in the early going, but this is very early in this match.
Oh, big shoulder block there.
And a nice hip turn there.
Cliff, there you see the veteran leadership of Blake into 2 arm drags into now, into, is he going to do it? Big suplex.
You know, I don't want to even care what anybody says. It takes a lot of
2.5 on the
athletic
count.
ability to do what these guys can do. They have to be really, really trained, well-trained athletes.
Absolutely, Rick. And there you see cheating. I kind of like that.
That's cheating. How do you know the difference in cheating and what's not cheating?
Well, if I say it's cheating, it's cheating.
Okay.
Right?
And you know, sometimes you're going to have to do that to turn a match around.
By the way,
It's working on the knee. That's
so cheating would be things like, give us a for instance. Pulling the hair, that's cheating?
Man, baby, look at here, Cliff. He's
the shirt has come off.
Okay. So he's laying down the gauntlet
And he's
now.
setting
He's
him
got
up
the challenge.
for
Got
a
him riled up.
suplex.
What a move.
And a powerful one, and he's pretty pleased with himself right now. But really, when you've got a guy down like this, don't you want to keep the pressure on?
Well, clearly, he has at least 4 or 5 inches on Murdoch, and he's doing a good thing now, Cliff. Rick, he's working on his back, trying to keep the big man down, and they're all the same size when they're on the mat.
All right, now, in the old days, and I used to go to the Municipal Auditorium some back in the 70s and 80s, they would lay on him. Okay, and now they are. Earlier, he was just having his hands on his chest.
A little arrogance, cocky.
Okay, just kind of showing that he doesn't.
Showing, yeah, and right now he has the advantage.
Okay.
He goes back to that leg. That is a very good tactic. He started working on it earlier, and then now he's going back to it.
Kind of a modified spinning toe hold there, Cliff, and trying to work on that ankle and the knee, putting a lot of pressure on Blake.
Woo! Man, I would assume there's a lot of orthopedic problems for these guys. You know,
Yeah,
they take an
yeah.
incredible beating.
And I would guess when you're a big man like this to have to put all of your weight on one leg and have to deal with that while someone's working on the other, that's got to be a severe disadvantage, maybe even more so than if it was one of the smaller high-flying guys.
Yeah. And again, Murdoch's doing the right thing. He's coming in at a height disadvantage, but he's trained by Dr. Death Steve Williams. He knows what he's doing.
He's pulling his hair. Is that cheating or not?
Well, I didn't see that.
Okay, so it didn't happen. All right.
Well, we're going to have to see if Murdoch can keep this pressure up and not give him any reason for enthusiasm, any reason to think that he can turn this around.
Well, Cliff, this is his finisher. Cliff, working his back. That's the only way he's going to be able to do it. And I think he's going to pull this one off, or if he keeps working on the back.
Okay.
He appears to have a fight strategy, and he appears to be following it right now. But, you know, sometimes those strategies get changed on the fly. And this may be one of those times.
He's coming back. There we go. There we go. Oh, wow. What a turnaround. It was the last of the night with 2 outs, and he came back.
The Brawler came out of nowhere to turn that match around. When we come back, more wrestling action. We've got another match coming up in 2 minutes between Alex Porteau and Eddie Colon when the Battle at the Boat Show returns.
Wedding and everything has to be. The Battle at the Boat Show continues. This program brought to you by Kilpatrick Life.
Welcome back to the Battle of the Boat Show. One bout in the books. We've got another one coming here in a couple of minutes. Alex Porteau returns to do battle again.
And he was here last year, took on the Apocalypse in a really, really tough match. That should be interesting to see. Let's go to the ring. Mr. Johnny T himself.
Introducing first, here at this great Battle at the Boat Show, ladies and gentlemen, Alex Porteau!
Cliff the Pug is a seasoned veteran, former WWF superstar, international talent. No one can beat him on a good day.
And he looks like a veteran.
He looks like a pug.
And his opponent,
Oh boy, we're in for a treat, Cliff. You know who this is, Cliff?
It looks like he's going to be a high flyer.
Oh, this is Eddie Colon from the landmark Colon family. Carlito Colon, his brother right now, is in the WWF. His father, Carlos Colon, is an international legend.
This
Well,
looks
this looks
another
like-
case of power and finesse and speed.
Who has the advantage in a match like this when the styles are so totally different?
Yeah, it's hard to call. It depends. Like I said earlier, the Pug, if he's on his good day, no one can beat him. But the Colon, wrestling history, family, he's a superstar.
Now I guess that Cologne is going to have a match that goes at a little quicker pace. That's what he's going to want out of these next few minutes. Oh. It's a reversal. I think it's a little early.
Great move.
Just a one count. I guess that's just a case where you have to take the opportunity for a pin when you get it.
You know, Clif, as you see here, now he's working the arm. That's what a young guy has to do against a veteran. Work on an arm, try to capitalize on injuring it. Oh, big knee, but again, Greg, is that cheating?
That's a good question. Yeah. I say no, so it's not.
There you go. You're learning. There we go.
It's amazing to watch these matches and watch how quickly the tide can turn towards one guy and then turn right back, and now Cologne is back in control.
I'm bringing it up now.
That was a tough forearm right to the chin.
Oh! Cliff, he missed on that springboard press. Look at that.
And you know, when you're a high-risk guy, that's the penalty you pay.
That's right. That's right.
I mean,
for that springboard, and it's just nobody was home.
Now this can't be fair here.
Those moves, you know, they are high reward, but that's the risk. And now this match has totally turned in Porteau's favor.
Call him the pug for nothing. He's just malicious. So he's now going to his strength there.
Yeah, that eye rake.
In the last match, the Brawler came back right at the end.
Big forearm to the chest. I think Cliff, clearly you can see he knows what he's doing in the ring, man.
Yeah, he does. He's working him, and Cologne is going to need something to happen quickly to turn the tide in this match.
The Pug, one of the youngest ever superstars to sign with the WWF back in the late 80s. I mean, he has a great resume, Cliff.
So this guy, he's been in the ring with some of the greats, with some of the WWE, WWF superstars.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And you can see that he has a lot of ring time.
We'll come back here.
Yeah, that was a tough boot to the midsection and a rake across the back. That was well executed.
You see, he's a young lion there, Eddie Cologne, but Pug with the experience. Oh,
he's got him in a chokehold.
Cliffy, modified sleeper.
Oh, what a move. My goodness.
Oh, and he goes right back to another chokehold. And the Pug's using his body weight to really take control of this match. Cologne sets him up with another chop across, two chops across the chest, and then a tough close fist to the face.
Big backdrop there on. It looks like the tide, the momentum's changing, guys.
Yeah, that's a case where Cologne used the Pug's body against him, really.
Watch it, guys. Whoa. Right here by us on the floor. That's a hard concrete floor, Cliff.
And it looks like he's trying to hide.
Now Cologne is going under the ring. We don't know what's going on here, but it's certainly some excellent gamesmanship. The Pug doesn't know what's going on either.
Where is he? There he comes. Check that out.
Oh! Springboard drop kick.
And he's going for another high-risk move, and that pays as well.
That's a senton.
Very impressive.
There it is.
Got it.
Wow, Cliff. That was an impressive.
Youth and speed. 1 out of age and strength.
That was an impressive high-flying performance by Eddie Cologne.
Wow, he's good. He comes from tradition, like I told you. His father, Carlos Cologne, world-known, great guy.
Okay, time for us to take another break at the boat show. When we come back, Tracy Smothers takes on Adam Armon from the Battle at the Boat Show.
The Battle at the Boat Show continues. This program brought to you by Kilpatrick Life.
And welcome back, everybody, to the Battle of the Boat Show. You guys excited? Yeah. They're pumped. They're pumped. Everybody's excited. We've already had 2 great matches tonight. Our next match, Tracy Smothers and Adam Armon.
Should be a good match. Young versus old. We're going to throw it now to Tommy T to bring these guys to the ring. Go, Tommy.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing in our next match, the wild-eyed Southern boy, Tracy Smothers!
Now, Tommy, you were saying that Tracy has literally been all over the world wrestling. He is a true veteran.
He is, Cliff. He's the wild-eyed Southern boy. He says he'll smack everybody. He'll do it. Let me tell you, he's a legend.
And you tell me he has some association with the FBI.
Oh, yeah, when he was in ECW, he was with the full-blooded Italians. Everyone who knows wrestling knows about the full-blooded Italians.
Okay, so he's a veteran. He's been around.
He is.
And
He
his
is.
opponent,
But he's fighting a youngster, Cliff. This guy's got a lot of potential.
Mr. Perfect
And so far, youth has won out. Now, this guy doesn't look like he has a chance in terms of just looking at him. Doesn't have the muscularity, doesn't appear to have the strength or the experience.
He's about to take his shirt off, so everybody needs to give him a little respect. He's in great shape there, Cliff.
You know, I think everyone's marriage is going to be just fine.
He's very attractive. I like it. Tennessee.
Well, you know, he said he's from Tennessee, took his shirt off, and all the women here seem to be okay.
I didn't hear a lot of oohs and ahs.
Now, I'm telling you, this is another clash of styles. It would appear we've got the young guy. He's lean, looks like he may fly high a little bit, and we've got the old vet that would know, you would think, every trick in the book.
Cliff, you're on the ball tonight, but again, it just depends on Tracy Smothers, a veteran. He could easily defeat this young man, but again, it's all about Tracy Smothers. Too much into the crowd, and that could be a distraction.
Now, just looking at him, it doesn't appear that Adam would have a chance. Just physically, it looks like he's overmatched. But that's not necessarily the case.
That's not the case.
Well, when you're a young guy in the ring like this, you have to be careful not to get sidetracked with all of his ring antics, I would think. I mean, that's what he's done since he's gotten in the ring. It looks like he's attempting to get the young guy off his game.
Trust me, guys, Mr. Armor has been dreaming, thinking, sleeping, and waiting for this match all week. Think if he could get a win over Tracy Smothers, what that would mean. A chance in the WWE, a chance for a big contract. This is what he's been dreaming about, guys.
All right, so this is a notch on his belt, something for his resume.
And that appears to be Armor's game plan here is to start fast, but Tracy Smothers is not going to allow it. It looks like he's doing everything he can to break his rhythm.
He is. He's using psychology, Cliff, and he's the king of psychology. He knows what it takes. He's been in the ring for over 20 years.
Okay, they lock up in the middle of the ring, and now we're finally going to get to some wrestling, I think.
Look at that.
Trying to get a full Nelson there.
That was a nice reversal.
I saw a hair pull. Did you see a hair pull?
I did not see one, but once again, that's brilliant. You know, the match is not going exactly the way you want, so you essentially call a timeout by complaining about something.
Right, well, you know, I saw a hair pull, but you're right on that. I think he is pulling his hair. Referee needs to take a better look.
Adam's trying to get the crowd into the action.
Adam is clearly the crowd favorite, but Smothers has been in the ring so long, I doubt that that's really going to have an effect on him.
Absolutely.
Adam trying to take advantage of his underdog.
It's another nice reversal. Another one sets him up with the knee to the head.
Wow, what a neck breaker, Cliff. 2 count.
Went for the quick pin. May have been a little early, but the opportunity presented itself, so he took it.
Oh, DDT!
Now, it looked like young Armor telegraphed his move there, and Smothers made him pay.
That's a dangerous move.
Look at this man. Great condition. That was a DDT, Cliff. Unbelievable.
And it was massive, and it really turned the tide of this match.
And it looks like Adam is actually stunned. I don't know if he got a little bit of head trauma, a little concussion. I mean, he's stunned, clearly stunned.
And he has turned this into a boxing match in the ring. Smothers really has the advantage now.
He's just toying with him. I think it's
with
over,
the boot
guys.
to the neck.
Toying with him.
And hard into the turnbuckle. Armor needs something to happen quick, and now he's using his shirt, which he coyly left at ringside, to his advantage.
That's the veteran.
Again, brilliant move. Referee didn't see it. Doesn't matter, does it, Cliff?
Well, you know, I don't know. That doesn't appear to be in the true spirit of the sport, but I guess if it's happened, and you know, if he doesn't get kicked out of the ring for it, it's all good. Oh, that was a high-flying move. He goes for the pin, gets two. Young Armor begins to show some life, and just like that, that life is sniffed out by Smothers with a couple of hands to the throat.
Guys, this guy, Tracy Smothers, was a villain a few years back in the ECW.
No kidding.
Would have no problem busting people open with chairs, tables, whatever it took. Look at him, and
That
now
is
you're
a
seeing a little bit of
hard
it.
You can hear
A couple of hard chops to the chest, and he telegraphed one. And Armor turns it around with a couple of nice chops of his own. He goes for the flying elbow, and that works. So does the leg kick, that works. And he goes for the pin. 2 3/4, so close to a pin. Now, is that a case where Armor really needs to work Smothers a little more before going for the pin?
Well, he's trying. He's got the momentum going, but you never know. Smothers, being a veteran, caught not sleeping there. That's it. Oh, my. That's
That was
it.
a quick in. That was a quick in.
Wow. Wow. That's an upset, Cliff. I can't believe it.
I'm telling you, Smothers lost his concentration for just a second. Just a second, and that was enough. That was all the open that Armor needed. He turned this around and won this match. And
Rick, he's saying he pulled his tights. It looked like he pulled his tights.
I did not see a pull of the tights. I saw a man lose his concentration in the ring and pay for it by losing a match.
But that's Tracy Smothers.
I've been treated in Shreveport. I'm never, ever coming back here again.
Give us a second chance, brother.
He says he's not coming back to town.
Hey, ref, he pulled his tights. I saw him pull his tights.
I didn't see that. I saw Smothers get a little overconfident, and he paid for it by losing the match. It's a huge win for Adam Armor.
That's I'm speechless. He beat Tracy Smothers, a legend. That's unheard of. I can't believe it.
And you know, Rick, he did it by taking advantage of an opportunity that as it presented itself.
Yeah, it reminds me a little bit of Muhammad Ali and the rope-a-dope with George Foreman years and years ago. These guys kind of play possum for a while, I think rest, and then right at the end, they just spring to life again and win it quickly.
Well, you know, these young guys, sometimes they don't know what they don't know. He got in the ring and just wrestled, found an opportunity, it presented itself, he took it, he gets the win.
Yeah, again, I'm speechless. Tracy Smothers, a veteran. I never would have thought he'd lose to this young man, but it's a big notch for him now. Potential contract with WWE, more money, unlimited.
Is this a guy, is this Adam Armor a guy that we could see on Monday Night Raw?
I think so. After that victory, absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
a shocking upset. We'll be back in a couple of minutes for more action from the battle at the Boat Show.
The battle at the Boat Show continues. This program brought to you by Kilpatrick Life.
Welcome back to the Battle of the Boat Show. We have some breaking news.
Breaking news, guys. I just heard from the commissioner's office that they're going to look at the tapes and see if indeed Mr. Armor pulled the tights of Tracy Smothers.
Well, I don't think they're going to see anything. We were ringside. It looked like a clean move to me. We're going on to the next match now where we cross the gender line. And we cross it with a big name.
Let me tell you guys, Natalie Neidhart, who will be coming out to the ring, she just signed the contract with the WWE. She's from the famous, Rick, you heard of him, the Hart family.
Wow. Oh, yes, absolutely. My goodness.
Bret Hart.
Yes.
She is the daughter of Jim the Anvil Neidhart.
That's big.
That's big.
And
Huge, Cliff.
All right,
Shreveport should be very fortunate that we have her here.
Well, let's get this started and send it to the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first in this special ladies event, here comes Claudia!
Now, Claudia has wrestled in the Dallas area, but she may be in over her head tonight.
Well, it's the same thing as earlier, you know. Anything can happen. She's hungry, very hungry. There she is. Come on, guys, stand up. Give her some credit.
Hey.
Rick, look at her. Look at her. She's beautiful.
Neidhart!
And this is a chance for Claudia to make her name.
Clif, she just like I said earlier, the viewers at home need to remember this lady's name. She just signed with the WWE, and she is the daughter of the legendary Jim the Anvil Neidhart of the Hart Foundation.
And everyone that knows wrestling and some that don't know the Hart family with Bret the Hitman, and they've been in wrestling for years.
Yes.
A little cautious to start the fight.
Look, headlock into a scissor. They know what they're doing out there.
Kick out.
Nice move. My tremendous athleticism. Once again, we have strength and speed. And all night long, speed has won out.
Yep. Natalie is a powerful-looking wrestler.
Yeah, she really is.
That guy's Claudia's no slouch. She was here at the Boat Show last year, and she fought Tsunami. Remember the young lady from Japan?
That. I do.
Great match.
So far, Natalie is controlling this fight, but as we've seen, these matches can turn on a dime.
So, guys, we've had Tracy Smothers, a veteran. We've had Alex the Pug Porteau, a veteran. And now we have Natalie Neidhart. This is unreal. Shreveport has never seen a day like this since the Mid-South area, Clif.
And so far, they have been entertained to a surprising, if not entertaining night.
Yes.
Got it. Claudia with a headlock.
Oh. Boy, that hurt.
Big shoulder block.
Big time.
And then off the ropes.
A little theatrics. Oh, nice.
Quick
move.
twist.
Wow.
And another.
You see those moves, Cliff? Only her dad could teach her that. Those are classic hip tosses and arm drags. Unbelievable.
Yeah, those looked technically sound.
Yes.
Claudia's going to take a little time outside the ring to get her bearings. That's probably a pretty smart move at this point.
Uh-oh. I guess anything goes, and it's going.
Oh. Hey, referee, we need to contact the sexual harassment department here, man.
Kidding. I'm not sure she's going to find much help there.
Oh, nice move.
Quick knee right to the gut, and then a kick, and then a spinning kick. That was a very nice combination.
Choking, that's the way. Again, like you said, Rick, she lacks size, but she sure has spunk. She has to do these moves to try to win this match.
Yes,
now that looks like it's a little outside the rules.
Nah, there's
Choking.
There's no rules in wrestling except 1, 2, 3.
Is there any place, even a shot to the breast is okay?
Now,
No
I've
comment.
noticed something
No
about
comment.
you, Tommy. It seems like you tend to not see cheating among half the wrestlers, and the other half you tend to notice everything. Do you have a little eyesight problem, or?
Cliff, I went to my dentist and he said my eyesight was fine.
Okay.
Listen to Claudia. Watch Claudia here. I think again, a win by Claudia is a huge notch.
Well, this is
Huge.
it's a career turner. If it could happen tonight, it's the kind of thing that could lead to a big contract, which these days leads to big money.
Yeah.
Right. Dr. Dead Steve Williams is a trainer there. Michael Hayes, Vince McMahon, they're all going to watch this tape, and if Claudia could pull up a victory, she's signed on, and you're talking 6 figures a year, man.
And you know, she is showing quite a bit in the ring now as she controls this match, and she whips Natalie into the ropes and maybe goes in a little too quickly. Oh, that was amazing.
Tremendous
Wow,
moves.
great monkey flip there.
You know, it almost looks like some of these girls have had some gymnastics training, tumbling training, just tremendous athleticism.
Oh! That was a double.
All right, both of
Now
them
we're a
stunned.
we're an even playing field here now, Rick, Cliff.
So now they've got to 10 to get up, correct?
Yes, yes.
Nadia's looking for some kind of help from the crowd. They both look a little woozy. Claudia's the first up, and she comes with a big fist right to the face, but Nadia comes right back with a forearm to the face. They're going blow for blow right in the middle of the ring.
Oh, Russian leg sweep. Good move there.
Yes.
There it is.
That may be what Nadia needs to turn this match around.
Yes. Clearly she's in control now.
Oh, it looked like she went for a body slam, and then it was turned around on her. A nice reversal.
It's over. Neck breaker. Whoa.
Claudia went for 2. I think she thought she had the match right there. She went for the pin, only got 2.
Guys, let's give credit to Claudia. Who would have thought she could be in this fight with Natalie Neidhart? With Nadia Neidhart.
Whoa! Really?
Wow, that hurt me.
And just like that, it looks like she may not win this match.
It's
And that's it.
Wow.
Wow, Clif.
Nadia won that match, but Claudia really did show something to everyone here. She showed that she may have a future as a professional wrestler. Showed a lot of heart, a lot of determination.
Hey, what's Doc doing in the ring?
Doc is in the ring. I'm not sure. This is unplanned. I don't know what he's going to say.
Maybe signing her up.
Wow. Of course, Doc, who worked with, what's he
Ladies
doing?
and gentlemen, thank you very much, Nadia Neidhart. Let's all give her a big hand. She just signed a contract with WWE, so we'll all see her on TV real soon. Thanks, Nadia.
A rising star. And it looks like Dr. Death was very impressed.
And let's not forget, you can meet Dr. Death and you can meet Nadia tonight at the autograph session at 7:30 after
for
the
having me
card.
on your show. It's such an honor. Thank you.
Clif, I like Doc and I like Nadia,
I
but
like
come on,
her.
this is a little bit too much.
I like the
She
respect
gets
shown there
her
for a wrestling great. We had some respect shown in the ring
Yeah.
by a young up-and-comer. You'd like to see that. It's obvious she has a firm grasp of wrestling history and knows who made this card possible.
Yeah, but keep
and she
that
wanted to
stuff.
thank
Keep
him.
that stuff for Best Western. We don't need that here in the ring. You know, all right?
Well, let's talk a little bit about that match. Apparently, Nadia is on the road to being a huge superstar, the type that you will see on Monday nights, the type that you will see in the pay-per-views. Were you impressed with what you saw?
I was. She's a great technical wrestling, but again, just like Cologne early, she comes from a wrestling family. Jim the Anvil Neidhart, her cousin Bret the Hitman Hart. Great wrestling technique, don't you think, Rick?
Yeah, and I think she'd be great for television. She just looks really good. In addition to her, obviously, her athletic ability, looking good is big. And as you know, wrestling is the #1 rated show on cable television.
That's right. If she just quit listening to the fans, focus more on a little dirty tactics, I think she has what it takes to make it.
You know, everyone doesn't like to win that way. Some people like to win within the framework of the rules, Tommy, and apparently...
Yeah.
Apparently you can't appreciate that, but Rick and I certainly can. It was a brilliant match by a woman that has a brilliant future.
Everybody has their own opinion. That's just mine.
Well, we'll hear more of his opinion when the Battle at the Boat Show returns in a couple of minutes.
The Battle at the Boat Show continues. This program brought to you by Kilpatrick Life.
Welcome back to the Battle of the Boat Show. We have been joined by a special guest commentator for this match. You recognize him as the Jaguar. He is a local wrestler that we actually featured a couple of years ago on KTBS3. Jaguar, how's your career gone lately?
It's been going quite slow, but, I'm moving up. I'm moving on, moving up,
Now, this match is, I guess, really your teacher, the guy that taught you a lot
Indeed.
about the ropes. Talk a little bit about what you learned from Jeremy during wrestling school.
I went to school with Jeremy for 6 months to a year with him and Doc, and they taught me well. And so I can't wait to see him tonight. It's been a while.
Tommy, you saw him wrestle last year. What do you think of his wrestling future?
First of all, I'm glad he's here and Rick is gone. We needed a break from that. But Jaguar, we know Jeremy Young has taught you well, and I've watched you progress. What do you think is going to happen tonight when he goes against Buff Bagwell?
Well,
Buff Bagwell.
Buff, the one and
Buff the stuff.
Yes, indeed. We will have to see what will go on. I cannot tell you what Fire and Buff can do tonight.
This should be a great
Buff
match.
Bagwell. That's all
We've
I
got
have to say.
Buff was a
Bagwell.
superstar. Jeremy Young has wrestled in all across the world in some big events. This should be an outstanding match. We'll throw it now to the ring and get this thing on.
Let's get it on.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to bring out
Here he comes, Clif.
wrestling superstar Buff Bagwell!
Now, a lot of people will remember that name because Buff was a huge superstar back in the days of the WCW. And he's here in Shreveport now to wrestle Jeremy, who has also wrestled all across the world.
This is the guy I used to watch all the time when I was a kid.
Jaguar, you remember him. I watched him as a kid. You watched him. Every wrestler wants to be like Buff. Don't you aspire to be like him? Come on, you don't want to be like Jeremy. You want to be like Buff.
Well, I wouldn't say that now.
Well,
I'd say it for you. You want to be like Buff. Look at the condition he's in, Clif.
He is still in amazing condition. He looks like he did back in the days.
Indeed.
Well, what's up, Shreveport? You know, I was so excited to get here to Shreveport, Louisiana, and then I get off the airplane and I remember just what a dump this place really is.
I agree.
Brother, let's just call it what it is. Your airport stinks.